really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw it off.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? They stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins.
That's a quarterback who is willing his team to find a way to win. 4th and goal, everything covered, and instead of trying to squeeze it in, he trusts his legs to get it into the end zone, and it pays off.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down, though. They'll kick it away here. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
We'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. That's a solid gain. The move of sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll ride the back again here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. The quarterback's got it on the option. Crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Badgers.
Boy, this quarterback is hungry for the end zone. That was not a short run. Guy put his running shoes on and took it back to his Pop Warner days, showcasing that agility for the long touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's complete downfield. Tackle at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
It's a shotgun run call. Running through the tackle. Solid game. Moves the ball to the 37.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Press it, run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Handed off for a draw. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down play coming up. They'll try to run it with the out shoot. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Buying time now, rolling to his left. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. 11th play of the drive coming up. The shotgun handoff here. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Terrapins line it up with first and goal. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the handoff, one first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, that's exactly what I love to see. That's how you tackle. That is textbook from this corner. He flew in, made the tackle in space, and keeps him not only out of the end zone, but a short loss there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Terrapins. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. He bought some time. Now lets it go. That's caught. It's Peters. And they'll get him down that time. That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And the Badgers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the...
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Bringing pressure. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. That sack makes it second down and forever. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Pass complete. It's second down now. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. There's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Now they get set to kick it away. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half, we keep it on the ground.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded. There was not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Here's the second down play.
Under, 42, Spider.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. Kick is up and no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the Badgers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. Picks up the 1st down and still going. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Just able to stop it, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown, but begin the drive with excellent field position. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Look to throw it here on 2nd down. Well, throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Offense hungry to convert here in third down. They don't want to send out the field goal team after what happened in the last attempt. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. And the Terrapins will look to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it go quickly. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And he's got it again. He's brought down, but not before they gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Looks to the left, and it's complete. The move goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. And the Badgers have first and 10 here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Badgers. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point makes it 35-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to pass here. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Terrapins. And they get set now to try the PAT. There's the snap. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he'll be brought down. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He shreds the tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's second and 14. It's an option look. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
This offense just pulled an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
He's found some room at the 45. Great screen over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Terrapins. Made the defense look slow that time. And they'll set up with PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from it right away. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
But that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And the Badgers with first and 10 here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The Terrapins come to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they stop him. I think it's short of the 1st down.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal from the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
The pocket breaking down. Under pressure, hit as he throws. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Badgers bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. Returner is brought down. Gets a start with the next drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it on the move. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. The offense now operating in empty. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The completion makes it second down. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And the Terrapins looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. First down, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, Terrapins. Still no answer for this offense. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully? Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Down he goes. A sack.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down, so it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. After the sack on first down, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Extending the play now. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And he lost it to the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Look at this. He'll go deep again. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that previous play. He's going to hand this off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. A timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to create here on the move. And he pulls in the catch. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.